What's up, guys? D-Rock1992 here. For this video, I'm briefly going to talk about movies that are coming out in 2015. I've heard a lot. I've heard there's definitely going to be a lot that are going to come out next year. And I just want to touch on the ones I'm looking forward to. I'm not going to see them all, obviously, because I'm not rich. I don't have that kind of money to go see all those movies. But I'll just talk about some to take a look at. Maybe you guys can go see them and all that. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to go by month, January to December. And we start out January 9th with Taken 3. I think it's very interesting. We're getting a Taken 3. Taken 2, from what I've heard, did not do well with critics. People did not like Taken 2. They liked the first one, Taken. I have watched that one. I haven't watched the second one. But Taken 3 looks interesting to me. But yeah, Taken 3 looks interesting. You know, a lot of characters. Liam Neeson, of course, is back as Brian Mills. So yeah, look for Taken 3 January 9th. It looks like a good one. And actually, it's going to be the final one in the series. They're just going to make it a trilogy. So, going down the list. Let me see here. For all you kids out there, we're going to get a SpongeBob SquarePants movie. And that is slated to come out February 6th. It is the SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water. We got a SpongeBob SquarePants movie in 2004. I've watched it a couple times. I think it was good. But look for that coming out February 6th. You know, 50 Shades of Grey is coming out February 13th. A lot of the woman demographic are going to want to see that. It's definitely a... It definitely is a... I'm not going to see it myself. I don't want to see it. But, yeah, I mean, 50 Shades of Grey is something that's going to be coming out next year. Also, February 13th, that same week, they're going to have Kingsman: The Secret Service. And why I think this is interesting is, I've talked about it in my video about Samuel L. Jackson. He's going to be in the movie. Colin Firth is going to be in the movie. Michael Caine, who's been in a lot of movies. So it looks interesting to me. That probably would be the one I definitely want to see. February 20th, we are getting a Hot Tub Time Machine 2. For those of you who really liked the first movie, I watched it a long time ago and I liked it. It wasn't that bad. Wasn't bad. You know, a lot of the same characters, Craig Robinson, Adam Scott, Craig Robinson and Chevy Chase are some of the characters that are returning. Adam Scott, I think, is a new character. But Hot Tub Time Machine 2 is another one that looks interesting. February 27th, they're going to be coming out with a movie called Focus. And it's notable because it is the next Will Smith movie. He's going to be in the movie with Margot Robbie. I kind of talked about it in my Will Smith video. And it looks interesting. I like Will Smith a lot as an actor. There's a movie called The Coup that's coming out March 6th. And it looks interesting because Owen Wilson's going to be in it and Pierce Brosnan, two favorite actors of mine. So it looks interesting for that reason alone. Let's see. we're going to get another Cinderella movie. That's like the 1 millionth film adaptation of Cinderella in some way or form. That is like 1 million. But it's coming out March 13th. There's a new Vince Vaughn movie that's coming out March 6th, Unfinished Business. For those of you who like the Divergent series, look for the Divergent series Insurgent on March 20th. The new Will Ferrell movie. This looks extremely interesting. Get Hard. Will Ferrell, Kevin Hart, and the rapper T.I. is going to be in it. Look for that March 27th. Fast and Furious 7. The 7th version of this movie. A lot of people are predicting that Fast and Furious 7 is going to make over $1 billion at the box office. I would not doubt it. I don't doubt it for 1 second that it could. Look for that April 3rd. Let's see. Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, April 17th. I like the first one. I thought the first one was pretty good. Kevin James is returning in it. Molly Shannon's going to be the new love interest, I think, in the movie. So, we'll see how that goes. And he's in Vegas this time instead of his own little shopping mall place where he was in the first movie. Another Liam Neeson movie coming out is a movie called Run All Night. It just looks interesting to me because it's a Liam Neeson movie. The guy is so great lately with his action-type movies. Like, it's him against the world, basically. Rock the Casbah, March 24th. It's got a big cast. Bill Murray, Bruce Willis, Kate Hudson, Zooey Deschanel from New Girl. It's directed by Barry Levinson, who has done a few different films in his career. Some notable films, like Good Morning Vietnam. So it looks interesting. One of the biggest of the year, however, May 1st, Avengers: Age of Ultron. I mean, I've heard great things about it so far. The trailer that I saw for it is really good. And a new addition, James Spader. The new addition, James Spader, I think it's going to be it's a brilliant move by the Marvel Studios, putting James Spader in this movie. A lot of new characters as well. Elizabeth Olsen, Aaron Taylor-Johnson is some new characters. So look for Avengers: Age of Ultron, May 1st. Funny comedy movie coming out May 8th. Don't Mess with Texas. Reese Witherspoon and Sofia Vergara are the main characters in the movie. This should be a good female-type comedy. I'd like to see that, definitely. There is a movie here called... It's a spin-off of the Mean Girls movie. That looks interesting, called Mean Moms. That kind of sounds interesting. Will it capture the greatness of Mean Girls? I don't think so. But Mean Moms, I think, should be a good little spin-off type film. And Jennifer Aniston is slated to star in it. May 15th, we're going to get a new Mad Max movie. For those of you who don't know, Mad Max is I think it's Mad Max 4, I want to say. Yes. The 3 other Mad Max films had Mel Gibson in them. Tom Hardy is going to be the new Mad Max. Charlize Theron is going to be another star in the movie. So it looks interesting. That same week, Pitch Perfect 2. For those of you who like the first Pitch Perfect. Anna Kendrick and Rebel Wilson are the 2 main characters in that movie. So look for Pitch Perfect 2. Spy, It's going to be a new Melissa McCarthy movie. She's really a comedy superstar, and this one should be a good one that gets knocked out right out of the park. She should knock this one right out of the park. It's going to have Jason Statham, Rose Byrne, Jude Law, along with Melissa McCarthy. Look for that May 22nd. Also May 22nd, Tomorrowland, a big movie starring George Clooney. This is going to be released by Walt Disney Pictures. This is after Park, I believe. Park Attraction. It'll be George Clooney and Hugh Laurie as the main characters. There's going to be an untitled Cameron Crowe project. They don't have a title for it yet. May 29th is when you can expect this movie. Cameron Crowe has done a few directorial, he's done a few he's done some directing in his career, Jerry Maguire being one of them, that he has directed. And he wrote Fast Times at Ridgemont High, which is a classic high school movie. The untitled Cameron Crowe project, it is a big cast. Bradley Cooper, Emma Stone, Rachel McAdams, Alec Baldwin, Bill Murray, and more. It looks good. From the TV show Entourage, we're going to get an Entourage movie. Expect that out June 5th. June 5th. Jurassic World, June 12th. Obviously, it is the 4th installment in the Jurassic Park series. So look for that. Chris Pratt is going to be the main character. A Walt Disney movie that looks interesting to me, Inside Out. Louis Black, Bill Hader, Amy Poehler, and more. It looks interesting. There's going to be a movie called The Transporter Legacy, June 19th. It is one of the Transporter movies. It's a reboot of the Transporter franchise, the Transporter movie starring Jason Statham. Look for that June 19th. Ted 2, May 26th. I'm looking forward to it. New characters include Amanda Seyfried, Morgan Freeman, Liam Neeson, Dennis Haysbert. So it looks very interesting, and I'm looking forward to it tremendously. So Ted 2, June 26th, excuse me. Terminator Genisys, slated for July 1st. The Arnold is back! Not the best Arnold impersonation, but, he's back in Terminator Genisys. He's going to be the main guy. Also July 1st, a lot of the men are going to see Terminator Genisys. A lot of the women are going to see Magic Mike Extra Extra Large. Magic Mike 2, basically. Look for that July 1st. We're going to get, July 10th, a spin-off of the Despicable Me movies, Minions. Sandra Bullock and John Hamm are going to star in the movie, but we're going to get a little Minions movie. That's kind of cool. Fun for the whole family, pretty much. We're going to get another Marvel movie in 2015 with Ant-Man. In one of the weirdest castings of all time, Paul Rudd is going to be Ant-Man. I can't think of Paul Rudd in any way except comedy, pretty much. Comedy, romantic comedies especially. I think Paul Rudd's the king when it comes to romantic comedies. But look for Ant-Man July 17th. Pan. It's another Peter Pan adaptation. Look for that July 17th. Hugh Jackman is going to be in the movie. He's going to be Blackbeard, I believe. They're not going to have Captain Hook. But look for Pan July 17th. Trainwreck is a movie coming out July 24th. It has a big cast. A lot of SNL people. Bill Hader, Vanessa Bayer, The main character, however, is going to be Amy Schumer. And the director is Judd Apatow, who's a very good director in his own right. Pixels, July 24th. Adam Sandler, Kevin James. Those are the big people in the movie. I'm looking forward to it. It's an animated movie, actually. So I'm looking forward to it. Let's see. We're going to get a Point Break. If you don't know, there's a movie called Point Break in 1991 starring Patrick Swayze and Keanu Reeves. Patrick Swayze is dead at this point. He died in 2009. Keanu Reeves is not. He's still alive. Keanu Reeves starring as Johnny Utah. And we're not going to get Keanu Reeves in this remake. Look for that July 31st, however. But anyway, going down quickly, the Fantastic Four. We're going to get the Fantastic Four August 7th. Another Fantastic Four movie. We had two already that didn't do that well. Masterminds. It has Zach Galifianakis, Owen Wilson, Kristen Wiig, Jason Sudeikis. Look for that July 7th. July 14th, rather. The Man from U.N.C.L.E., July 14th. Henry Cavill, better known as the latest Superman. Look for that July 14th. A movie called Straight Outta Compton, which is about the NWA, the rap group NWA. Look for that out August 14th. There's also a movie on the list called Criminal. And it's interesting because Ryan Reynolds is in it. Kevin Costner, Tommy Lee Jones, Gary Oldman. It looks very interesting. August 21st. Let's see. Hotel Transylvania 2. I saw the first one, and I thought it was very good. You're going to have Adam Sandler in it again, Kevin James, Selena Gomez, Andy Samberg, main characters in the movie. But look for Hotel Transylvania 2, September 25th. And The Intern, also September 25th. It's interesting because Robert De Niro is in it, and Anne Hathaway, the main characters. It's a comedy. So Robert De Niro has some success in comedy, so I'm looking forward to seeing him in that. There's a movie called Victor Frankenstein coming out October 2nd with Daniel Radcliffe as the main guy. It's actually a point of view of Daniel Radcliffe as the assistant to Frankenstein, to Dr. Frankenstein. So it looks interesting. Also October 2nd, London Has Fallen, the sequel to Olympus Has Fallen. It looks interesting. Olympus Has Fallen, about the White House being invaded. London Has Fallen, this is going to take place in London, England, obviously. So it looks interesting, and look for that October 2nd. I'm actually going to stop the movie right here, because I really want to put this on Facebook, and if I get over 20 minutes, I won't be able to do that. I'm going to do a second part of it. So for this video, D-Rock 1992 out.